For the first time, the UFC holds a pay-per-view event at its APEX facility in Las Vegas when UFC 250 goes down this Saturday. That's not the only history being made. Amanda Nunes can become the first fighter to successfully defend 2 UFC titles while holding both simultaneously, something that not even recent dual-division champions like Henry Cejudo, Daniel Cormier, and Conor McGregor can claim. McGregor never defended either of his belts, and Cejudo and Cormier were stripped of their first 1 titles before defending their second. So Nunes can claim this achievement for herself if she gets past featherweight upstart Felicia Spencer. The 29-year-old Canadian gets her shot at the Lioness in just her 10th pro bout, and she's looking to join the list of all-time great MMA upsets by knocking off Nunes. Former bantamweight champion Cody Garbrandt makes his return to competition in the co-main event after a 462-day layoff, and he's been given anything but an easy fight as he fights perennial contender Raphael Assuncao. Though Assuncao might not be as dynamic a threat as Garbrandt's most recent opponents, the Brazilian vet is one of the toughest outs at 135 pounds, and he's more than capable of extending Garbrandt's losing streak. In other main card action, would-be bantamweight title challengers Aljamain Sterling and Cory Sandhagen battle to keep their spot in the pecking order. Magny and Rocco Martin look to get winning streaks going at welterweight, and star Sean O'Malley faces one-time UFC bantamweight title challenger Eddie Wineland. What? UFC 250 where? UFC APEX in Las VegasWhen, Saturday, June 6th. The 3-fight early preliminary card begins at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN+, and the 4-fight preliminaries continue at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN and ESPN+. The 5-fight pay-per-view main card begins at 10 p.m. Eastern Time and is available for purchase exclusively through ESPN+. Amanda Nunes vs. Felicia SpencerIt's been encouraging to see some spoiler sentiment building behind Felicia Spencer, a challenger who has been placed into a UFC title fight as much because of circumstance as her own skills. She's a fight finisher, which fans always like to see, and a genuine featherweight, of which there are few at the highest levels of MMA. Amanda Nunes isn't the kind of champion to take anyone lightly. One could forgive her for not feeling the same motivation to fight Spencer as she may have felt in previous clashes with Cris Cyborg or Ronda Rousey, but she knows what's at stake here as far as historical importance. She also has some reputation rehabilitation to do after a lackluster bantamweight title defense against Germaine de Randamie. The game plan for Spencer would presumably be to weather the early storm from Nunes, easier said than done, and use her grappling to wear the champion down in the later rounds.